Okay, so today I finally bothered to put my little YouTube thumbnail that I've been using for this series on the actual stream as an image, like whatever, as my stream starting image. So now I have one for every single series I do, I guess, except for Saturday. So let me actually review those. So for Monday we have, I'll try to find them all here, even though my OBS is a mess. So for Monday we have Magic the Gathering, which should be image like 34 on here. It is, which I've already lost it. Where the hell is that? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, okay. So Monday is Magic the Gathering. So we represented by this because I love green and it has the whole dinosaur theme to it too. Little silly joke, even though it's like a shitty fucking thing with respect to like almost something you would make in clip art. And then Tuesday is, of course, chess, for which we have several different ones now. So we have, this is just the regular one. I'm not AFK, I'm just calculating. Then we have there was like another one recently, Road to 2000, right? Like that's why I made it like that. So not just that they're playing on it, but then you can replace it with a different image or different text every time. And then finally, we have the most recent one where I'm doing my little Permadeath variants with just a little dice to indicate, really that's meant to indicate 960, but even just variants in general. You're going to wait on the hundreds of people that are going to watch the stream. Yeah, it always takes me a while to actually start though, because I have to like test certain things and my bitrate messes up, so I have to let it run for at least a few minutes. But yeah, that would be another reason too. Like Trainwreck's TV would always do that, where he would like be live for like an hour before he actually starts. So that's Tuesday, and then Wednesday we finally have now here. Again, this is just the one I've been using for YouTube. Before I was just using my normal AFK screen, which is just this. So then Thursday is going to be Arc, which again, this is also one that I use for YouTube, and I haven't been using it for the series. Then Friday is both of the PVZs, which I just sort of spoiled. This I could use for PVZ hard mode, where like I was doing whatever. This was the whole joke of the first run of the, not even the New Game Plus, where it's like, why is it even Archimon? I guess because, yeah, really, what did Archimon have to do with anything? Just because I made the quote in the title, like, tremble, undead, and despair, Bloom has come to this roof or something. And because, oh, the Tree of Wisdom could be like the great tree, the world tree that he's destroying, like in Warcraft 3. But basically, yeah, you'd rather just try to fucking do it without that than farming it out because I'm lazy. And then this is also Friday, PvZ Heroes. And then what else? Saturday is just, probably I would just use this one, or the way I was doing it before is I would like put the name of what I'm doing there, but then I was too lazy to even do that. And then finally we have Hearthstone, which is like this one, and then we have another one for it too, but I never really use that for anything. I was figuring I could use that later once I get done with my current series that I'm doing. Okay, so now let me actually start. But no, the one thing I was going to make a point with is that I always like to have custom cursors for all these games, but this game doesn't have one. And anybody who might argue, oh, you don't need them or you don't like them, you could always have an option in the game to turn it off. But it's always a pet peeve of mine that games don't have that. Whatever it might be, it could be a card game like Marvel Snap, among many things that it didn't do correctly. It didn't actually have a custom cursor, so I had to do that myself. And so the point is that you're basically in a position where hang on. Fuck, I have to use like a different thing for this because, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like some of these games, even like Paladins, for example, didn't have a custom cursor, but there was a very nice fan-made one that I was able to use, and the reason why is because, wait, what? Recent Games is showing something else. Oh, I thought it was, wow, what a bait. I almost got to show this like in, oh shit, look at this, dude. What the fuck? I almost thought like, what, am I on the wrong account or something bugged out? But look at what we have to look at right here, dude. Holy shit. All these weird crossovers that these games do that don't even make any fucking sense. It's showing me this, right? It's showing me this. Beast Shoujo. So I'm like, am I on somebody else's account by mistake? What the fuck is going on? Because that overpowers and overshadows the fact that it's Smite. Right, like what the fuck is that? It's like some sort of VTuber type thing, I guess, that they're doing. Okay, so let's actually do it. What is it that like that people do that they're able to, you would have to like put the image under the game, because if I open the game, you won't see the game. I'll have to take off the image and then you see the game. The way that people do it is they would drag it like underneath the game, and then I don't know how it works, but we have to update it. And so again, we've played as 3 heroes so far, 3 gods. We played as Arachne. That was like the tutorial, introduction to the game. I won a couple episodes worth, although these episodes aren't that long and I don't play that many games in them. So that was the first mode where it's just a free-for-all open arena. And so that I went on a little streak. Then I played Cleodana second, the one who has to go through walls and stuff, which I didn't... Wait. Oh, I think it crashed. What the fuck, bro? You could say it does that because you're downloading something, but it shouldn't just straight up crash the fucking thing. Cleodana, I won a couple games, and then obviously I lost in that other mode where there's like one lane effectively, and then we had to play the mode that I don't really like that much, the 5v5. And the reason why I had to do that is because of the simple fact that we keep rotating the game modes as well every time I lose. And now I'll go back to the first one, the arena thing, which is whatever, the open arena, which I like. I like those two more. I don't like the 5v5 so much with the 3 lanes. Like, it's good for later on when you're tryharding and taking the game seriously. For now, though, I kind of prefer the other two, but I'll still be forced to do it if I lose, another 2 games. And so today I don't even know who I'm going to play as. And I forgot the name of the guy who I played as last time. He's that melee guy with the dog. In fact, all 3 of our characters so far have been melee, which I don't even mind, but it's just a little bit interesting to think about. Like, it's not something that you would think would be that common, or it's something that's a little bit intimidating even as you might be a new player. So what you have here is the simple ability to I'll read the eulogy for the guy. I tend to do that after. Like, I won't do it the same episode. I'll do it like the next episode to kind of just recap. The one thing this game doesn't give you, at least not yet, because I'm not playing ranked games maybe, is it doesn't give you the proper stats. But yeah, look at that ugly Windows fucking mouse. Even, what is all this? Smite 2 full game access. Smite 2 become a founder. All Smite 2 gods forever. 2 times legacy gems and more. Founders edition items. Cross-gen Night Stalker Knife skin. Ascension passes for 11 alpha gods. Deluxe Founders edition items. Tier 5 cross-gen. Do a skin. Ascension passes for 23 alpha gods and more. Yeah, I'm not even going to play Smite 2. I mean, this is effectively my first playthrough here. I'll wait till Smite 3 is about to come out before I play Smite 2. That is kind of how I am, actually, usually. So, I play it when I almost have to because I never get around to it. Okay, it was Erling Shen. I know it mentioned Wukong, so I was almost going to call him Wukong, but that was like one of his adversaries that he fought against and kind of beat. So if you look at the mastery element, you would see that... Wait, I'm surprised that this isn't farther. We got to 42 there, which I don't fully understand what all this even means. Like, where is like the followers or the worshippers? 42. Right, so that would indicate that maybe that's the best streak, but maybe it's not, because these are so close together that I felt like I had done a little better on Arachne. So we did Erling Shen, and of course this rotation's on the same thing from when we started playing, like over a month ago. It's been almost 2 months, I feel like now. So Arachne, like, how often does the rotation change? Like once every 6 months or some shit? I'm actually going to get screwed, because if I go through all the rotation heroes, I'm actually going to run out, because... even as slow paced as this has been, kind of short episodes, only once a week, even then I can't cheese it, because look at that. The same ones have been on for so long, because so once I get through, I'll be forced to play as the ones here, and once I get through that, it'll be over. So I was trying to exploit the free rotation ones as much as I could. So yeah, let's look at Erling Shen. I only won like maybe 1 game with him, maybe 1 or 2. And then we lost pretty badly, and like it's the kind of one that was like, even though I didn't play well in either of those, right? We won one, and then we got destroyed. But even if I played like a god, literally, I still think we were gonna lose. But that's not a good mindset to have anyway. Chinese physical warrior, and so let's look at the the lore. I guess I did read it probably. Many are the legendary tales of Erling Shen. Hearing the riverlands surrounding his home were consumed by floods, he went to engineer new dams and canals. Yet the true source of the disaster proved to be an evil dragon. With 7 companions, Erling Shen... yeah, where were those 7 companions now, dude? Cowardly and quick, the dragon slithered into rapid river waters, but Erling Shen captured it with a great chain and bound it beneath his shrine. Thus the flood subsided. When Sun Wukong's troublesome antics drew the ire of the Jade Emperor, Erling Shen faced... was the most iconic quote that you think of with the word ire, like even mighty Anne Orlando dared not provoke his ire, like talking about Calamite. When Sun Wukong's troublesome antics drew the ire of the Jade Emperor, Erling Shen faced the Monkey King on the battlefield. From every form Wukong took, Erling Shen transformed as well, which we only had 2 transformations, so I don't know what they're fluffing him up so much this way. Transformed as well. Across the sea and the sky they battled. Thus was Sun Wukong sent fleeing for his life. When the people were plagued by demons and monsters, Erling Shen slaughtered... This is like his... some sort of a... what do you call it? Like, it's just so positive about him, like glorifying him so much. When the people were plagued by monsters, he slaughtered them to keep his countrymen safe. 3-bladed spear in hands and hunting dog at his side. No evil could threaten the innocent people of the Empire. Thus... oh, don't you know the war crimes of the Empire that the people share their guilt for? People of an empire are never innocent. Thus Erling came to be loved and worshipped. A goddess mother and a mere mortal father, he is of 2 worlds. He is both sage and soldier, humble yet regal, his veins filled with the blood of men and the divine blood of his uncle, the Jade Emperor. Having risen above his forbidden origins, Erling Shen has proven himself among the greatest heroes in the Jade Empire. Perhaps that is why he now takes the field. No demon, nor dragon, nor even the Monkey King himself has stood against him and won. To save his people, to save the world, Erling Shen will fight and another legend will be born. No, he actually loses in an unranked game against possibly fucking bots because he's controlled by a dumb clown like me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more only in the rotation, which is very scary because we've really tried to milk this as long as possible, which wasn't even really the intention, but the real pressure is that you're supposed to... Hachiman, Lord of the 8 Banners. Hachiman, I think you're supposed to say. Okay, this guy's at least range. He's going to be using a bow, right? We can do a little RP as a hunter, like... as a hunter, we may use tricks and traps. We may even play dead sometimes, but we never hide from the challenge of a hunt. Like my ship from WoW Classic that I was doing. Ranged, physical. High single target damage, high mobility. Lord of the 8 Banners. Yeah, this dude had some arbitrary numbers in his names, too, in his abilities. Like... I don't think I really get it. What is it? 72 transformations. More like 2 transformations because that's all you had. The mink and the whatever, the turtle or something. 9 turns blessing. And now we got the 8 banners. So let's see. Japanese physical hunter. This should be right up my alley because I want to stay back like a pussy and just, clown people like this. Not saying there's anything wrong with the melee characters. In fact, in this kind of game, I at least like them more because you get to see visually much more engaged into what you're doing, right? Over the shoulder, third person. Rather, they should almost let you go first person too if you really want. Make it like a Skyrim or something, but obviously you'll get clown for being casual. But the point is, play it with a controller too. But no, it's like you're more engaged that way because you're visually third person rather than the overhead bird's eye kind of view of Diablo-esque games like you get in League of Legends. But then also the other point is the auto attacking is still more satisfying too because you have to manually do it. It's not like you're just kind of clicking on them tab targeting style. You actually have to still manually do it, which to be fair, most people probably just hold it down, but I still find that a little more interesting, and everything is kind of like a skill shot. You have to aim, whether it be even the melee swing or you have to aim the arrows now, whereas in League it would be like you just click on the opponent and it just automatically hits them with the auto attack. So it at least makes it a little more interesting than that. Master of Arms. Hachiman grows stronger as he lands blows. Hitting enemies with basic attacks energizes him. Granting him a stack of attack speed, stacks up to 5 times. Okay, so just hit enemies. Like, it's not exactly something, oh yeah, because I wasn't going to do that anyway. But he does have the sword capability. With basic attacks, right? But I'm probably going to be a pussy and just hide behind the bow. Or like, I did that with a character. Was it in like Paladins where they had two capabilities, like 2 forms, but I only did one like the whole time. What was it? Like how even with Cleodana, this is a mistake that I make. Like I get intimidated by the mechanic, or I get comfortable with one, and then I won't use the other side of it at all. So like with Cleodana, I didn't use the wall thing at all. I didn't go inside of a wall. I didn't even try to do it. Yes, it seems a little complicated, and she is a bit of a nuanced character to play when you're playing it for the first time. But you should always make some attempt to do it. Trying to think, like in Paladins, there was a character like that where he had, two different sets of abilities, and only one of them. What was it? Basically, he had probably range and melee, and I only used the melee or something. When Hachiman toggles on the ability, instead of basic attacking, he fires a series of arrows that travel further and deal additional damage. Each hit may trigger item effects for basic attacks. So you shoot a volley of arrows, but does that mean your normal basic attack is with the sword, or does it mean that it's still shooting with the bow? Area buff damage. Hachiman calls down sacred banners from heaven, damaging all enemies in range, granting himself attack speed and leaving a banner which buffs his allies and attack speed within range, which means you're not going to be a solo lane type of dude, but I don't have to worry about that because we're not doing that shitty fucking game mode anyway, which, again, that is the core stable mode anyway, but I could buy basically 2 heroes outright if I really needed to, or even almost 3 if you have like 10 11,000 for this, and then, or they're all going to be like variable costs potentially too. So this is call down a banner and a buff. This is you shoot a volley of arrows. This is Ei Jutsu. Hachiman dashes forward, damaging and passing through. Oh god, here we go, dude. Upon reaching his destination, Hachiman swings the blade in a full circle, hitting all enemies within range. If hit by both attacks, enemy gods are stunned. You'll pass through enemies, which I almost would use defensively to get away from them, right? Rather than to, but you're supposed to use it to finish people off and stuff too. This is like his ultimate, range 85. Leaps on his horse and charges forward. While mounted, he is immune to crowd control and can aim separately from the direction of his horse. He may fire to launch an arrow at every enemy god within a cone. Okay. And again, simply reading these is not going to do them justice because, and you might wonder why am I skipping all these, but that's exactly why, is because of the rotation. I may as well take advantage of these free ones because, like, let's say the rotation changes next week, then then I won't be able to play them anyway, maybe ever if they don't come back on it, right? So these ones I could play anytime, so I would almost save those for last. Izanami from fucking Darker Than Black Season 2, the most disappointing one. Honor Roll. Yeah, I don't know what all these crossovers are, though. They had, like, Danny Phantom on here and shit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play as Hachiman, and I would assume that... No, I keep thinking about the lanes, but it doesn't matter, right? Oh, whoops. Yeah, look at these stupid-ass cosmetics, man. So the one thing that's going to motivate me more than anything is just my desire to keep playing this game mode, because again, we're tying those together where and it'll be sort of incidental and maybe unfair, but whatever, they're all legitimate game modes. It's just, I do like the first 2 maybe because it's simple and casual. Like, I'm a casual clown myself, just like this game is considered a casual MOBA, even though, again, it doesn't have to be. Like, let's see the best players in the world play it at an esports world championship level. It's not casual anymore. Like, what is inherently casual about it? I don't get it. But let's look at Hachiman. Where is he? Oh, his voice is kind of unfitting for... I don't remember them all saying that. Maybe I'm just never paying attention on the screen. How he just said it there, but that was like monotone. That may as well have been me. The other one is a 3v3 with like 1 lane, 1 tower, right? The next mode, but we won't have to see that. It almost should be like 1 character per episode, but the problem is if I happen to lose the first episode, then I'm screwed because, that's way too short, even as short as it normally is. But then again, 1 game can take a lot of time as it is. And before people get offended by this game and cancel it because, oh, Shiva's a real god, quote unquote. That's an oxymoronic statement. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Indians will get offended over that or something. You're glorifying satanic creatures here. Like, there's all kind of real world implications that people get offended by. We got an avatar skin, or maybe that's just their banner art. And these loading screens are always so buggy in all these games. Like League, it's especially horrible, or it opens like a separate client from what you're actually launching the game in, which you would think for a game as advanced and lucrative as it's been, they would make that a little more smooth over time. Okay, we gotta take this shit serious, and of course I have no idea when it comes to whether people are bots or not. It feels like maybe the last few games we haven't seen them as much because it has been a little bit harder. Like, there's no way we could get destroyed as badly as we did the last game. You know, no matter how bad I am, even if I'm trying to throw on purpose, there's no way that you could get destroyed that badly with respect to just playing against bots, right? That's impossible. Or like, why would my bots be that much worse than their bots? So yeah, this one is very fun to do. This is a great way to introduce this genre and this game specifically to people, right? This kind of open arena, just fun, balls to the wall action, just fuck around with your abilities, just have fun. Everything's a team battle, right? Don't get bogged down by the stupid towers and the lanes so quickly. You can always do that later. And also just, you know, for this game itself, it feels like it's a situation where, I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, so this in itself is satisfying. With this kind of character, maybe I'll hold it down more. Right, would be perfectly fine. But yeah, this is my type of character. I'm a bit of a range pussy clown type person, and I'm happy to admit it. And so 3 is gonna, I'm gonna have to test these just to. Alright, this is the one that goes a long distance of range. This is the one that's going to be like the banner buff. And then you're also going to have, for 1, the ability to shoot in like more of a, what do you call it? The 3 I'm almost not going to want to use, or I'm going to want to use it for like, I don't know if I should do that banner like right on the ship, but I guess it's to encourage them to go in that direction, basically. So this is just making it a little stronger. You're kind of just needling them. I also have a very hard time understanding exactly what the range limit and stuff is here. That banner's cooldown is almost too short, where I just kind of keep spamming it. Or maybe you're just overriding it a little bit. That guy's getting a little bit low, so you should just finish him off. And that's almost what the 3 would be used for. But I'm like too comfortable and complacent to actually do anything. I don't know, I'm just kind of doing my own shit, but people were actually getting low, but nobody has the desire to finish them off. But I'm the type of dude who should finish them off. The fuck are we doing here? That just makes you an easier target, although maybe not the best idea. The whole thing is we don't really need to go for a kill like right away right now. What is this, like a cart, this type of shit, dude? We almost died there. I should almost just go back. Or I should even like, I would say use the recall, but there's no reason to, because you can just fucking, you know. Oh, this voice is all wrong. What is even the 0 thing? I don't even know. $16. I forget what that mechanic is even supposed to be about. But yeah, like I'm putting that sometimes too far out, but it's not really for me to stand in. It's for my team to stand in. Or it just does it like once, I suppose. I didn't really fully understand what that was doing. Just basically spam all your abilities and just use them all the time on everything. That's the way to do it. I don't know. This isn't quite going the way it should. And a lot of people have been low a lot of the time. And oh, shit. Are we going to lose the first game? I should have like finished some of these people off at least when they're low, but I'm being kind of too. But see, nobody, you don't have to be this aggressive the way that they're being. That's what I don't like. Right? You don't have to fucking do this shit. Ah. They're like too face roll shit, man. You don't need to always be doing it like this where, you know, you're going for kills. Just don't die. Just don't feed. And everything is okay because you get to... Even though I did just die myself. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. There's nothing I can even do. Fucking... Are you serious, bro? Why are these last couple of games so lopsided? You could say I'm doing something wrong, but I'm like doing the bare minimum, so it's fine. Like, everybody's just fucking feeding like a clown. You won't be able to recover from something like this. This is just how these games can sometimes work. You're just dead. And again, I can't scope out the range exactly right, so whatever. The point is I'm not hitting them a lot of the time. This is not even going to matter, bro. Maybe I should leave that. I don't really get it. Like, maybe I shouldn't do that for a while. Like... But like I'm backpedaling like a clown, but it's not really going to even do anything. Come on, bro. I was gonna say, you gotta at least kill him there, but then I go in there and get destroyed. Okay, bro, I'll take the blame for it, even though, like, you're just feeding too hard. The whole fucking team is feeding. And again, oh, it must be because I'm auto-purchasing. People always try to come up with other, you know, reasons for something, but... Or you can still win, like, the objective, right? Maybe that's not too far off, but the way that we keep doing this shit is just way too much. This guy's name is Defeat. Like, I literally cannot even fucking do anything there, bro. Or I gotta use, like, the little warp thing, the F. Sometimes I never even look at that. Which I just used it because I didn't even know what it does, but no, somehow the score was actually pretty close, too. With respect to, Okay, bro, I'm not even gonna acknowledge this one. Whatever. That is so fucking lopsided and stupid, bro. Clearly it's because of my slightly passive play, or very passive play at times, to be fair. Because I am the type of character who should at least be trying to finish people off and things like that. This was a good type of character that I would have wanted to play, but there's just nothing I can do about it either. It's fucking feeding trash clowns. Bro. At least they're sort of getting pushed back. I don't know exactly why even. We are not doing anything. But no, I mean, even if you're down on the score, you can always win on the objective, but it's just very unlikely to happen, of course. You know, that's at least my philosophy, is sort of the safe play, even though I have died 4 times. It's just... Wait, how do I have... I have 3 assists, which means all 3 kills that we've gotten, we're like sort of splitting damage and shit too. I like the sort of slower, toned down movement though. I keep missing that shit too, but... Are you serious, bro? At least we killed somebody. I mean, that's 25% of our kills right there, and I still didn't even get the kill, but... Okay, bro, whatever. That's my fault, I guess. I'm just bad, I guess. Like, what the fuck was this matchup? Just don't feed, bro. Just don't team feed the fucking... You don't even have to do anything, bro. It just becomes too lopsided. Like, you could literally be the best player in the world now, but what are you supposed to do if... Oh shit. Speaking of the best player in the world, this dude at least did a little bit of damage there. You definitely have to take advantage of this. We kill this stupid thing before they come back, which is going to be itself pretty hard to do. Now you got to back off because... Oh, here we go, dude. Get out of there a little bit. I keep putting that thing maybe a bit too far out. Kill the stupid ass creep thing. Okay, okay. Yeah, I never upgrade the fucking thing because I actually don't even know how. I think you're supposed to press or no, I wasn't trying to surrender. I didn't ever even bother to look at the hotkeys and stuff. Clearly, that's why we're losing. Come up with more excuses. Okay, we got the chick there. Only 8 to 25 fucking thing, dude. Come on, finish him off, finish him off. Get a fucking team kill or some shit. Okay, good, good. Get him, get him, get him. Come on, you could have easily gotten him there. Whatever, bro. The 10 to 25. Could we possibly come back from this? I highly doubt it, but maybe we are using all late game champions that'll come into play later. We're kind of overextending too far out too, where we feel like you don't really need to be playing like this if you can. Okay, we at least got our little inhibitor juiced up minion thing going. We at least showed that we could kill them in some capacity, but I don't know exactly. We got one there. You could have probably done a little better than that. Oh shit, maybe we can make some sort of comeback. Somebody's doing something and it's not me. This guy's way too tanky to ever kill, the Ymir guy. Right, so you shouldn't even really bother trying to do that. This sort of gives you a good place to try to, you know, team up and work together, but the Anubis dude can be fucking brutal. Okay, maybe now we ought to back off a little bit. Good time to go maybe back to base. Or maybe not, dude. I could have just walked back in that much time. I'm too fucking lazy. Entitled modern gamer. It's not like the map is that fucking big that you have to do that shit. Holy shit. The score is still pretty close when it comes to that, but I just don't see us really having much of a chance here anyway. I was gonna try to get that person, but you're not gonna really be able to. Or we did somehow. So much fucking chaos, but we are kind of getting them. Come on, how do you not kill them there? Okay, just back off, back off. Look at how we're somehow almost winning on the score a little bit too. I'm definitely not using the melee thing very well, but at least they're playing like way overly aggressive, overextended and shit too. So they're doubling us up, which somehow just doesn't even make sense. And I keep forgetting to use whatever these things are, and I don't even know exactly what they even do. But see, I'm doing it too much on the tank, too deliberately. Why can't we just play defensively though, bro? Like ever, at any stage in the game, when you even know that you're losing and stuff. The Anubis guy is a fucking menace for sure. That guy was at 1 HP, but we're too much of a pussy to try to do anything about it. You gotta wait for everybody to be low and then just use that stupid ass thing. The 4. The 120 to 126 as far as the score, so it's still somehow possible and doable, but I don't really know. Fuck. I've never used that 3 effectively in my whole fucking life. And it's not really my type of thing, or like I said, I would even use it maybe more defensively. Or just, you know, to get around, basically. It's still close in terms of the score. Like, you would think maybe we can make some crazy push at the end here and actually do something. Okay, use the 3, use the 3, get out of there. Get this fucking clown down. Oh, we're gonna finally kill the Ymir clown, dude. Oh shit, look at that, look at that. Triple kill. We kind of did it backwards. We used the ult first, got a couple kills, and then we did some shit there. Oh shit, look at the score, look at the score. Just don't get overly aggressive. Oh yeah, it's just attack speed sort of buff shit that we keep seeing. Right, where you're able to basically take advantage of that. I don't know, man. They just overextend and overdo it too much, bro. Like, you're not gonna get kills in this situation, so just back off and chill out. Right, you gotta let him come to you a little bit. Just don't die, just don't die, bro. What are you doing? Now is just not the time to die, bro. Kill the creeps, do whatever you gotta do. Oh, the score is so close, dude. Why are they so fucking dumb? Get out of... No way, dude. No way. I use the ability... Fuck that fucking Anubis clown shit. I do it perfectly. Like, what more mathematically, objectively could you have possibly done there to avoid getting killed? I would love to hear it from, like, the best Might player, Hachiman player in the fucking world. What more could you have done? Whatever, bro. It was over anyway. But the score was so fucking close, I swear. Look at that, 20 to 40. That's almost hard to believe that it was that close despite... Look at that versus the actual score of the thing. Of the actual teams. Like, that's actually unbelievable that it was that close. That is so fucking bullshit how lopsided it was. If these clown-faced idiots don't fucking feed so much at the beginning of the fucking game... Like, I might be bad, but at least I'm disciplined sometimes and I stay back. That has got to be fucking bullshit, dude. And of course, some of these are even having bot in the name, so I would imagine. That's so annoying, bro. I'll take some blame for it, but, like, that's fucking bullshit. Top player damage. It's not like I even played that well myself, so I'm not even bitching on that level. Where's, like, all the rest of the stats? Okay, here we go. Scoreboard. 6, 10, and 11, which, again, is not very good, but surely I must be the best on my team, which is actually a sad commentary when you are. I should not be the best on my team. 9, 6, 25. Like, look, how is the game score even that close, though? I don't understand. Whatever, let's just pretend that one didn't happen. Like, why can't it be the other way sometimes? Like, we start off just 10 and 0, right? It can't just all be to do with me. Yeah, let's read his little eulogy. War never changes. It is an inevitable truth of gods and men, harbinger of death, misery, of orphans and widows, of safety. It can, but I liked him a lot, actually, so that's a sad one to lose so quickly. It can be brutal and bloody, lacking all mercy. Or wait a second. Harbinger of death, misery, orphans and widows, of safety. It can be brutal and bloody, lacking all mercy, stripping away humanity, leaving only violent souls. But you don't have humanity anyway, because you're all gods. Some believe war is about more than victory. Some believe it is how victory is. It is how that victory is won. That a warrior can be honorable, can treat his enemies with respect, that he can retain his humanity. When there is a war to be fought, it is that kind of warrior. This is the kind of warrior Hachiman teaches. Pregnant with her unborn son, Hachiman, the Empress Jingu led a fierce campaign against the forces that slew her husband. Fearing her child's birth would slow the army's advance, she tied bandages around her belly and held him within for 3 years until the... Can you do that? Is that actually physically possible to do? Until the war was done. Each day she prayed she would not lose a child, that he would be born strong, that he would be a god. As 8 banners descended from heaven, heralding his birth, her prayers were answered. Hachiman embodies all a warrior should be. Temperature, just put bandages on your baby for 3 years and it'll become a god. You heard it here first. Temperature, but temperate, but fearless. Deadly but not ruthless, respectful to enemies, allies alike. He understands that war cannot be stopped, so he teaches how war should be. Even in this, a war between gods, Hachiman will retain his code. It is the humanity of the gods that appeals to his morals that makes them love and worship him. Should Hachiman lose even that, then he is no warrior, he is only war. Okay, let's look at the next one. Jing Wei. You know, maybe I should try to just breeze through them now, though, because we've been in the rotation so long. But the last the last 2 games have been utterly shocking because I don't understand even what's going on. Let's see what they're going to be. The Oathkeeper, Chinese Physical Hunter. Oh, is this going to be another bow user? Some of this is just kind of incidental. It's not like, oh, we're doing them in order, so therefore we get 2 of these in a row because they're, you know, these are just the free random ones from the rotation. So it's just by sheer chance, I think, that we get those, right? Because we had 3 melee ones in a row. Let's see. You're going to be very good mobility based on the wings. Rapid reincarnation. When exiting the fountain, you prepare for takeoff, then ascend to the sky, allowing her to fly over obstacles at an increased speed with crowd control immunity. Can decline to fly by canceling the ability on her way out of the fountain. Can decline to fly by canceling the ability. Well, I won't know even how to do that, but why would you even want to cancel it? Let's see. They all seem to cost pretty much the same amount, though, too, if you wanted to unlock them, but you see how we're in such a dire straits already, but I won't even look that up, too. Like, I don't know when the rotation changes, but at the very least, it's a very long period of time. It's like maybe once per expansion or season, which could be maybe a couple months. If you want to do it in, like, card game terminology, it could be, like, you know, maybe 3 months, 4 months. It's been at least 2 months because we did, you know, we only do 1 episode per week, so you could count it out. Arachne, we did at least 2 episodes. Theodana, we did at least 2 episodes. And so we've done at least like 4, 5, maybe 6. So it's been at least like a month and a half. And then 1 episode I skipped too because I was too busy playing fucking chess. Jing Wei creates a gust of wind that damages... Wait, didn't we just see a character name that? Oh, it was like Jingu, not Jing. Jing Wei creates a gust of wind that damages enemies and knocks up enemy gods when summoned. The gust persists for 6 seconds and continues to knock up and deal additional damage to enemies for every 1 second. No, but I like the scoreboard on that, like where you could have, oh, I have 3 assists on the 3 kills that we have in the whole game, like 100% of them. The gust persists for 6 seconds and continues to knock up and deal additional damage every 1 second. If you walk onto the area, she is knocked into the air and gains an attack speed bonus. Or you could use that to like strategically escape from certain things. But no, that Anubis, or I feel like it's not Anubis. There's 2 characters that look like Anubis that I keep confusing. One is actually Anubis. One is the it's somebody else. Let me see. I almost don't want to look at these, though, such as to spoil them. It's kind of fun to look forward to some, but of course, we're probably seeing them on the other side anyway. Gain attack speed buff. Okay, explosive bolts. Jing Wei loads her crossbow. So we had 3 melee characters in a row. Now we have 2 range characters, and specifically bow-using characters in a row. Loads her crossbow with explosive bolts that augment her next 3 basic attacks. These attacks are wider, have increased critical chance, and deal an area of effect damage. Well, that would be implied by them being wider, I guess. Jing Wei dashes straight forward. You may use this ability while knocked into the air for a longer range dash. Now, knocked into the air by what, though? Maybe by your own ability here or anything that your opponent does. He also gains a 4-second increase to physical power and movement speed upon using agility. Stuff like this I think of only using more defensively. I don't want to use this to do a little more damage. The effect of this buff is increased if agility is used from the air. That's going to be too much work, though. Like, what do you really have that brings you in the air, though? The only thing so far that mentions it is this. Create a gust of wind that knocks up enemy gods and summon. The gust persists for 6 seconds. Continue to knock up and deal additional damage to... It's going to knock you up the same way that the last person's mom got knocked up and then she held it in with bandages. The fucking Jingu chick. The gust... The gust persists for 6 seconds, continues to knock up, deal additional damage to enemies every 1 second. If you walk onto the area, you'll get knocked up as well. Then if you use this while doing that, you'll go even farther. The effect of this buff is increased if it's used from the air for a longer range dash, but again, you'd be doing this to try to go backwards almost. Right, to get away. Airstrike, line damage, Jing Wei cancels channels briefly before taking to the sky. She then flies forward and up. This is going to be like a mercy type of mechanic that's going to be annoying and hard to control. She then flies forward and upward while covering the area below in explosions that damage all enemies in the area. After her attack, she hovers for up to 2 seconds before landing at a ground target location. Channels briefly before taking to the sky. She then flies forward, upward. Okay, fine. Can we just have a normal game where it's not like so lopsided? Right, that one started off like total fucking bullshit. But you know what was so remarkable is we almost still won on the score, right? It was like within 10 to 20 the whole game. In fact, we were leading for a period there too. So even if you're losing badly on the score, you can always win the objectives, like on the kill-death ratio, right? We were like getting doubled up by them, but it didn't matter. We still had a legitimate chance to win. Get 30,000 player damage, cross-gen pass. This is some shit to try to, whatever, get you excited for the sequel maybe? Next gen game. So like, how long has this game even been out for? Like, has it been like, it's I think 2015, so it's been almost 10 years. So on like the 9th anniversary, you'll get the sequel. Which, yeah, I had not even heard that there was going to be a sequel until I started playing this. I saw a notification the first time, and it's like very apt timing, right? Like right on the eve of the sequel coming out, I started doing the series, which is, again, totally incidental. It had nothing to do with that because I didn't know, and it's only because my last series ended, Paladins, and then I did the Whatever Wednesday for a certain period of time, and then this was the next one that I was planning to do, but I just didn't know exactly when, because whenever I finish one of these series, I like to take a break. I don't want to immediately do another one, usually because they're so deflating, but even if it went well, I would still, you know, because it is kind of underwhelming, and I did badly in Overwatch. I did kind of disappointingly in Paladins, even though the Paladins one was kind of as good as you can do because I played as every single character in the game by abusing the stupid ass, you know, free rotation. So let's try to at least start a good streak on here. So this one will be the one that you do with the 3v3 and the one lane of towers. So you have the tower, the Phoenix, the Titan. That's kind of the whole, you know, whatever, the way the lanes are organized. Is it one tower or is it 2 towers? It might only be 1 tower, and then you go straight to the Phoenix. Which, I mean, again, those kind of work as a those work as kind of a defense mechanism anyway, because they'll attack you and stuff like that. But they do grow back. The Phoenix will come back, obviously. It'll rise from the ashes, I guess you could say. Thanatos, and then who's the third one here? Daddylicious Pickle Rick. No tank, low magical damage. Cerebrus, everybody loves him, probably just because of the appearance, and he does look pretty badass. Where do I know Thanatos actually from? What is this, some kind of boost, worshiper? I don't know exactly what that worshiper mechanic means, like where it tells me how many I have. It's based on how long you played as them, and like part of your leveling up process of each character, you know, each hero will have their own. Some of these skins are just silly, dude. I at least like when they start off by, you know, some of them will take themselves seriously, and then eventually down the road they'll start doing stupid ones, but, you know, like Poolside Lux or something where she's in like a bikini from fucking League of Legends, all these stupid ones. you know, Alice in Wonderland Gwen or whatever it was, but that's already what she kind of looks like and seems to be based on anyway. Some like even crazier version of Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, we get to play another ranged character. I mean, whether I win or lose, I guess this will be the last one anyway because of how short these are, but we better win. Or like, who's the one who's kind of based on, oh, you can cancel it like that. That's kind of a good thing, though. Almost encourages you to want to die. Right, just, or whatever. Like, dying is not a big deal, and you can just get away with it. But no, like, who, not Lux. What's her name? Jinx is like Harley Quinn-esque. Is like one of the mascots of the game that they use a lot, heavily in the advertising and stuff. Experience camp. You get bonus experience for just standing here, or you have to actually do something? I tend to not really bother with these sort of other objectives and stuff, but in a map this small, you should probably... And see, you might say, oh, this is like such a simplistic, casual kind of thing, these first two game modes, but it doesn't matter, because if you were the best players in the world, there would be a certain amount of strategy to that as well, right? Or skillful execution of your abilities and fights and blah, blah, blah. What are we doing? I hear something, but I don't know what. Whatever. I mean, you should still do those objectives, but I leave it for my team because I'm so courteous. Okay, this dude kind of has a death wish already. So this one we could always... Okay, relax, relax. What the fuck is going on? So they got down to half health anyway. Oh my god, why am I getting beasted and feasted on so much? The fuck is going on? He should have gotten punished and killed for that, but he didn't somehow. Here we go. Are we going to feed again? But at least there's less potential for feeding because of the simple fact that you're not able to... whatever happens at the beginning is not that big of a deal, though, because they're not going to be able to do that much damage to you, really. Okay, you can fly a little bit like that. 2 is going to be like a barrage of shit. And then 1 is going to be the little gust thing. So let's see, where exactly can we put it? Put it like that. Gotta keep pushing them back with that. That one started off very unpleasantly because I guess my team just wasn't there, and then we ended up getting fucked up by the... We kept getting fucked up by the simple fact of the... You know, this person is dead. They're literally dead, but we're too stupid clown shit team to actually do that. They're so low. Like, you would have to do barely nothing at all. Even I could have almost done that myself if I just... You know, stayed on it a little more, but I seem like very squishy to start here. And I never know what the F actually does. Okay, that was worth it. Like, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal, but... Oh shit, that was a great move. Great maneuver. Let's just team kill their dumbass. I don't give a shit. Just do it, just do it. I don't know how that worked actually, but dude, fuck. I do it all myself. Nobody can do anything. I don't know what the ult even was. I don't know what it did, but okay, you must be the change you wish to see in the world, dude. Like, I'm not even taking credit like I did everything myself, but somehow nobody has the guts or the balls to actually finish anything off. Okay, now I'm gonna die because fucking... He's actually body blocking me. He's actually body blocking me, dude. What the fuck? I didn't even know you could do that to your own team. Okay, they still get him 4-1. Look how that made such a big difference, though. Excellent, excellent. Gauntlet of Thebes. Or do we get to do that crazy jump even from here? Or only when you come back from dying, I guess. Reincarnation. Okay, that at least is a good recovery from what was a little rough start. So surely we should be able to figure something out now, and they're kind of all split up and spread out. Just focus on killing the creeps and stuff for now. That one doesn't really go all that far, actually. Okay, you don't need to overcommit. You don't need to do anything. Just relax, relax. Wait for the stupid thing to come out. The the actual 4, which I didn't understand actually at all how that worked either. Hit him with this shit. Oh, but how? How did we not do anything there, dude? Okay, whatever. It's still fine, but I'm in kind of speechless as to what happened there. What is he doing? I don't know how all these characters' abilities work, so he dove into the turret very deliberately. This is kind of cool, because, like, how far can you actually go? Okay. There's still a limit. Okay, where did you go, though? Okay, kill your dumbass. Get the fuck out of there. Oh, shit, you could have just finished him off. Oh, shit. Your burst is a little better here than what I expect. Not that I'm even flexing that, but like, okay, look, dude, we don't want to lose 2 in a row, and obviously, fuck off. You are a squishy glass cannon type character. Why does that never work? I always hit the recall, and then it doesn't actually do anything. Like, it cancels it immediately. You and your team access something, I don't care. Look how she moves with such a pep in her step, too. She's just kind of clowning around. Okay, we're in a decent score position, but that doesn't mean you can't still lose the objective, as we've displayed at various points here. Going up, I like all these voice lines and personality shit that we have. Okay, why are we so spread out, though? Let's say she's trying to make a little push. We've team killed them, and yet we still made no attempt on the turret. I should not be doing this like by myself. I'm the squishy clown type. And so therefore you need a little tank sort of support, anything. No, like, where is the team, bro? Where do they just go, bro? I find it very hard to avoid that shit at times, but yeah, that now they're respecting how deadly dangerous I am. The 3 is going to be only the dash. They're going kind of too far out in this direction here, which I don't really approve of. Like, I don't like what he's doing there. Yeah, use the ults kind of together. I'm kind of in disbelief as to what happened. I don't understand this whole tendency of, like, you get them to 1 HP and then you just can't do anything. I'm so confused. I don't understand how really that ult works either. Like, you're going up in the air and then you're kind of landing on them and then it, like, come on, you should be able to do that. Fuck off. Okay. Fuck you. That is kind of a cool ability, but I mean, it almost encourages you to die. Or makes dying seem somehow... That ability is impossible to avoid because he does it like in literally 0.01 seconds. Like, by the time you do it, it's already too late. Yeah, this Demolition Man clown guy is very annoying. I just played defensively for a little bit here. We're still going to lose on the... Oh, shit. Wait, but how do we get that? Because I didn't die. But then I didn't... I'm so confused about what's happening. I keep doing that, and then I keep dying as a result. I don't understand. I don't get... I gotta read it again. Candle is briefly taking the sky. She flies towards upward, covering the area below her. Covering the area below her, an explosion to damage enemies in the area. Like, so maybe I'm not supposed to land. Like, just let it do it and see what happens. Come on, you could have killed him there. Wow, we're kind of throwing out. You're doing decently for a while. Or you do that kind of selectively even when you don't die. And then it just kind of bugs out almost. Losing the actual bugs. Like, what the fuck, man? Can't do anything. You just can't do anything. Okay, it's still fine. 10 to 10. I'm just not sure what happened there. It's not that we can't recover, but it is a little bit confusing for sure. But there's so many of those moments, it's almost unbelievable, that happen where I can't hit him with anything, dude. Come on, you gotta be able to finish well. Okay, Cerebrus is earning his keep here. Wasn't a very good ult, but I don't know. We killed 2 of them, so we can just push them back a little bit. Just gotta be ready to always run away. What is all this shit with the little ghosts and stuff? Took him a long time to respawn there, actually. Okay, that's good. Let's just go back a little bit. Yeah, see, I only ever want to use that thing defensively, too. Okay, can we still not get out of there? I seem to really struggle with the getting out of there thing. Game over, heart. Yeah, my middle Phoenix, the only fucking Phoenix that there is. And of course, these respawns start to take forever, but it's all made up for in the fact that you can fly, like, you know, across the map. But it's what keeps happening, it keeps like pushing me back once I do it to an extent. Now the Phoenix can always come back, so it's not the end of the world even if they do this, but or it takes her like a second to really do anything there. This guy is so fucking annoying, this demolition guy. Holy shit. That is like my hard counter character, I guess. My Titan, but what about the... Wait, what about the fucking Phoenix? And the Titan can go down pretty quickly sometimes too, despite it seeming like, oh, that's your last line of defense. But it sometimes is just... By that stage in the game, I guess the teams are so powerful that it doesn't matter. The 2, 4, and 10 Cerebrus definitely didn't do a whole lot. I don't know what's happening. I gotta learn how to upgrade the relics. Clearly that must be the difference in the game, but that's part of the hard mode challenge, I guess. Okay, let's try to play it a little disciplined. Some of these things are impossible to avoid because it seems like they're happening as soon as I don't have a chance to really do anything. I don't understand, dude. I'm just so fucking squishy. We have 2 characters that can fly all around the fucking map. Okay, this one was at least what I was asking for, though, with respect to the... Like, at least it's close enough to where... Okay, it's just over. You won't be able to recover from that. Right, because the Titan doesn't heal or anything either. Like, unless your Phoenix comes back. I have my ult up and everything too, so if you could team kill them, you could maybe do something. But now you're just both gonna die there too. I'm just too easy. I don't know what I'm doing. It takes like so long to actually... I'm playing like a melee character somehow and not having any regard. So that one, at least I can accept, right? That's a legitimate loss that you should... We had that good recovery moment, like where we, you know, we were like 4-1 or something, and then... Okay, so that one I can't complain, right? Because that's at least a good, even sort of match. But it's gotten like extremely competitive all of a sudden, or maybe I was just getting spoiled by bots the whole time at the beginning. So I'm not entirely happy about that, but when your team, yeah, I don't really want to. Look at the scoreboard, 6-7-4, which is not very good. 7-5. You know, I started off doing the best, and then I started to almost throw. So I got like maybe overconfident or something. 1-3-11, 9-7-3. I don't know. So let's see what her story was about. Yeah, we're just fucking reaming through the free rotation ones. Against the rising red, because it might very well change now. Against the rising red sun, a winged form sweeps out to sea, claw clutched around a pebble. With focused grit, she hurls the small stone into the watery maw, circling above as it sinks into darkness. Resolved, she turns back to collect another. Jing Wei will not cease until the ocean is filled. That is her oath, and she will not break an oath. Once she was a young girl, a princess, enamored by the glory of the morning light. She gazed in wonder as her father, Yan Di, the Flame Emperor, shepherded the sun from the eastern sea. Desperately, she longed to reach the place where it emerged, but her father refused to take her on the waters. One night, the princess sailed out alone, secretly hoping for a clear view to come the dawn. But the waters were churning in a storm. Mountainous waves crashed into her tiny ship. The sea swallowed her whole. Yandy woke and coaxed the sun from the horizon, only to find the shattered remains of his daughter's boat on the shore. Yet even as he grieved, a bright goddess burst from the ocean and soared overhead. Jing Wei, she cried, and Yang Di knew his daughter was reborn. Though given a second chance that day, Jing Wei swore an oath against the seas that took her life. She would fill them with stone until they were gone, an impossible task, but she swore an oath, and she will not break an oath. Okay, so what would be next would be Kuzenbo. Looks like a melee character, melee magical. Guardian, high crowd control, high defense. Do I dare to do another one? I actually probably won't. But how many more do we have left with this rotation? We only have 2 more. So that is like almost 3 in a row that we've lost. Or did we win one as... No, I think we might have just lost, because we got destroyed in that one. Right, so that one almost isn't my fault. This is one that is, you could make the difference in there for sure. Especially when I died like 2 or 3 times in a row. That was kind of like, almost seemed like I'm doing it on purpose. Right? I was just kind of playing overly aggressively because I thought, I don't know. It just feels like you should be able to do something, but you kind of overestimate it a bit. Japanese Magical Guardian. Nene Kappa. Water Bowl. Each time Kuzen, but well, whatever. We'll do this guy next time anyway. Well, if the rotation doesn't change. So I guess now it doesn't feel as bad, but imagine if I had started off like that, right? At least like Arachne lasted a little bit, Cleodana lasted a little bit. The last 3 have been very short-lived, and now we have to do this stupid-ass 5v5 mode too that I didn't want to do. Okay, see you tomorrow.